Prepare yourself for a seismic shift in the NFC East, because what is happening inside the Philadelphia locker room right now threatens to rewrite everything we thought we knew about this defense. Imagine a coaching staff taking their crown jewel playmaker, a first-team All-Pro who terrorized opposing offenses from the slot, and completely dismantling his role to solve a mystery deep downfield. It is a bold, high-stakes gamble under Vic Fangio that could either cement this secondary as an impenetrable fortress or expose a fatal flaw that opposing quarterbacks will target all autumn. But that radical defensive overhaul is merely the spark. Wait until you discover the explosive offensive weapon quietly turning heads in practice, and why the team's dynamic wide receiver room is bracing for a historic breakout that could change the entire landscape of the league. For months, the whispers coming out of the spring workouts have grown louder, culminating in a revelation that sent shockwaves through the fan base. Vic Fangio, the veteran mastermind orchestrating the defense, sat down for a candid conversation on a podcast alongside key locker room leaders, inadvertently dropping a strategic secret. His exact words left no room for interpretation. The days of playing exclusively at cornerback are hopefully over for Cooper DeJean. Think about the implications of that statement. This is not just any rotational piece. This is a player who earned first-team All-Pro honors last season as a rookie sensation, locking down the slot with surgical precision alongside Quinton Mitchell after a historic draft class. Yet, the coaching staff is not content with letting him dominate just one area of the field. They want him on the grass for every single snap, regardless of down and distance, which means a radical transition to the safety position is underway. During base packages and specific defensive alignments throughout the spring, DeJean was spotted roaming deep and patrolling the middle of the field. While the team briefly tested this concept during the previous summer, last year ultimately saw him anchored in the slot for a staggering 685 snaps, compared to a mere handful of free safety appearances. The addition of Reek Woolen on the outside opposite Mitchell has provided the luxury and flexibility needed to unlock this multi-positional chess piece. The rationale is simple yet daring. Maximize every available resource. When a player possesses a rare, limitless skill set, often described by insiders as a Swiss Army knife capable of handling any assignment thrown his way, limiting him to one stationary spot is an opportunity wasted. The transition, however, is not without its psychological and physical hurdles. Moving further away from the line of scrimmage alters a defender's entire visual toolkit. Angles, space, timing, and distance must be calculated through a completely different lens. Yet, the defensive backs coach expressed utter confidence in this evolution, noting that DeJean's advanced feel for spatial awareness at the nickel position translates seamlessly to the deeper layers of the defense. Instead of struggling with the mental transition, his understanding of the game is expected to be amplified. As veterans Marcus Epps and Andrew Makuba anchor the starting safety roles in certain packages, the sheer volume of high-level snaps DeJean is projected to log at safety represents a dramatic tactical pivot for a defense aiming to terrorize opposing signal callers. Who is truly to blame if a defense this versatile manages to stifle the league's elite offenses, or will opposing coordinators find a way to exploit the growing pains? Drop your thoughts below. While the defense undergoes a fascinating structural transformation, the offensive side of the ball is quietly integrating a piece that could completely unlock the team's ceiling. Enter Dantavian Wixs, a dynamic wide receiver acquired earlier in the offseason on a multi-million-dollar deal, who has spent the spring turning every single head in the facility. To understand why this addition matters, you have to look past the box scores from his previous stops. Playing in a run-heavy scheme, surrounded by a crowded room of talented pass catchers in Green Bay, Wixs consistently proved to be a reliable chain mover. Despite limited opportunities, his efficiency as a rookie and in subsequent years highlighted an uncanny ability to generate explosive plays and separate cleanly at the top of his routes. When a front office aggressively moves to trade for a player and immediately commits significant financial backing, it sends a clear message. The coaching staff recognizes a unique profile, a physical, explosive athlete who excels both inside and outside the numbers. Comparisons to polished route runners like Keenan Allen are not thrown around lightly in NFL meeting rooms. Yet that is precisely the kind of praise being echoed by the coaching staff. Furthermore, the offensive continuity and existing relationships with key staff members have allowed Wixs to fast-track his adaptation to the playbook. For an offense looking to solidify its secondary and tertiary receiving threats behind the elite core, finding a reliable,
by Devonte Smith. It really dictates the defense.
Ultimate luxury. If this newly minted weapon successfully carves out an expanded role, the offensive playbook opens up in ways that will leave defensive coordinators scrambling for answers. Attention now shifts across the offensive room to a player whose preparation has reached legendary status this offseason. Witnessing the viral footage circulating from workouts, it is impossible not to notice the sheer determination radiating from Devonte Smith. Running crisp routes, dominating single-leg stability drills, and showcasing a visibly stronger frame. The dynamic playmaker is looking every bit the part of a primary target ready to shoulder an immense workload. Affectionately dubbed the sleekest weapon on the gridiron, he has never relied on sheer bulk to dominate opponents. Instead, his mastery lies in fluid movement, lightning-quick footwork, and an innate ability to glide past coverage with effortless grace. Over his professional career, the production has spoken volumes. Multiple 1,000-yard campaigns, consistent touchdown numbers, and a target share that reflects his elite status, even when sharing the field with other superstars and participating in a historically dominant rushing attack. Now, with expectations soaring and the coaching staff eager to scheme additional opportunities in his direction, the stage is set for a career-defining campaign. When a player with elite route-running precision and an unyielding competitive drive enters an off-season with the explicit goal of elevating his game to unprecedented heights, the results on autumn Sundays are bound to be breathtaking. The pieces are all in place. From a secondary undergoing a revolutionary philosophical shift to an offense brimming with hidden depth and proven star power, the path forward is paved with high stakes and immense potential. The pressure is on, the preparation is complete, and the stage is set for a campaign that will echo long after the final whistle blows.